Hey guys, it's Joyful Gamer here, and we're doing part 5 of What If Asta was the reincarnation of Link. And sorry if I did not put this What If a bit earlier. It's just that I had a bit of almost like writer's block pretty much, and I didn't know how to continue the story. So I kept looking up what to do for it. And I have some ideas. I don't know if you like it, but I hope you enjoy the idea, and I hope you can tell me what I can improve on it. So, if let's just start the what if. So we start the what if with the next day with you hear like swords clashing. This is Asta teaching Noelle how to use a rapier, mostly like how to fight with a sword or a rapier. Actually, a sword, a regular sword, not a rapier. Nah, so a regular sword. So pretty much it's a one-sided fight with Asta, of course, winning, and he's just dodging, reflecting, and sometimes just doing like slow attacks. So she can learn how to dodge and also how to reflect attacks and also how to do a counter attack. Sometimes he gets caught off guard, but he still is able to come back from it. With everyone just saying how amazing Asta's able to use, like how fight with swords. They know that they feel bad for Noelle that she's going up against him, but she's holding her own pretty well. Pretty much after the fight, Noelle is pretty tired and she sits down saying, "How are you able to dodge all those attacks without getting tired?" Hold on. With Asta just walking away and just getting a bag that contains water. I don't remember what they're called, but if you know what they are, just let me know. So pretty much, he just throws it to Noelle, saying, "Here, have some." Noelle just saying that, she says, "Thanks. Besides, were you even trying?" Asta just bluntly says, "No, I wasn't." And Noelle's pride was kind of hurt, saying, it would have been better if you just denied it." Asta says, I wasn't trying, because if I did," Zelda chimed in, "if he did, you would have been dead or close to death's door." Noelle, and then when everyone hears this in the Black Bulls, and Noelle saying, "How do you know?" With Noelle saying something out loud that everyone else thought. Zelda just kind of laughs nervously, looking at Asta, pretty much saying, me and try to fight him to a 2-on-1, which Noelle says, 2-on-1? That's not fair." Zelda says, "It wasn't my idea, it was his." Everyone was shocked, saying, 2-on-1 and you were able to beat them? And Zelda says, "Yeah, he was able to beat us, and it was not a pretty picture." Then we get a bit of a quick flashback, saying that Asta had pretty much like a bit of a wooden sword, and the young Yuno and young Zelda were fighting young Asta, with them easily being defeated and pushed back. And then when they see she instantly goes to a part when when some guy pretty much bullied both Zelda and Yuno, and Asta was there really mad and pretty much beat the noble, a noble, which, yeah, this kid is a noble, and pretty much beat him real bad. Like, he was bleeding and he was unconscious. He just punched the kid with one punch, which I know sounds pretty brutal, but that's when Asta was just a kid and couldn't control his anger or his strength. which pretty much made the kid unconscious and made him bleed pretty bad. And instantly, Zelda gets out of that flashback and instantly just gets a shiver down her spine, saying, I don't want to relive that again. With Asta saying, you know what to do, then you know what not to do. Her just saying, yes, sir. Yes, sir. God, please have mercy on me. Then Noel and everyone just thinks to themselves, saying, what happens when you piss them off? They were kind of scared, pretty much, and worried. Then after the fight, like the bit of a training, both Asta and Noel go inside pretty much the base, as Asta is feeding the dogs. The dogs are pretty much just slowly and cautiously going towards Asta, whimpering a bit, with Noel saying, why do the dogs react? Why do these things react to you that way? Asta says, I don't know, every beast coming near me always tries to run away. I don't know why. And then we switch the point of view to the beasts. We see death behind Asta. Sharpening his scythe, and it's staring at them, saying, "Try it. I dare you." With them sweating bullets, and then just takes the food, very carefully takes the food away from Asta's hand. And pretty much that's when Yami and Magna come in their birthday suits, and Noelle sees this, and she is freaking out, saying, why are you almost half naked? Why are you almost fully naked? Get some clothes on already. With Asta saying, what happened to you? Magna just says, we pretty much, and Yami cuts him off, saying, we lost a bet, pretty much. And pretty much, we have your first mission. With Noelle looking away from both Yami and Magna, saying, at least we have something else to do. And Asta just saying, so, what's the mission? And that's when Zelda asked, hey, Link, Asta, I'm gonna need your help with... And she looks a bit to her right, and she sees both Magna and Yami almost fully naked. And then her just turning around, saying, I am gonna go this way. Never mind. And then Yami says, well, your first mission is to go boar hunting. When Zelda hears this, saying, wait, boar hunting? With her them seeing Zelda sweating. Who is gonna be on this mission, if I may ask? Zelda asks Yami. Yami just says, oh, it's Asta, Noelle, and Magna. With Zelda saying, Noelle, can you please keep an eye on Asta and on the boar hunting? Noelle, confused on why she's asking to look over Asta for boars, and she's like, yeah, sure, why? With Zelda saying, he's a glutton. With Asta saying, I am not a glutton, okay? I just get really hungry easily, okay? With Zelda saying, oh yeah, remember that one time when we were younger and you almost pretty much ate all the food that was meant for everyone in the church? With Asta saying, I said I'm sorry. I went hunting for more food for you guys. as an apology. Well, that's why I'm trying to ask Noelle so she can look over you. Asta said, pretty much yells back, I don't need a babysitter, got it? With Zelda says, yes you do. Pretty much them arguing back and forth of that Asta does or does not need a babysitter for almost eating like the whole food out of the desk of the church when they were younger. And he still kind of does that, but he tries to control himself even more, eating less. So pretty much, Noelle just thinks in her head saying, so he's a glutton. I get it now. Boars, food, hunting. Okay. Then after that, when they were prepared to go to the mission, Magna summons the Cyclone, with Noelle stating, I am not riding on that. With Asta saying, oh, I don't need that, I have my own ride. With Magna saying, what? You can ride on brooms or something? Asta saying, no, but I have a better ride. Him just bringing out the Shikai tablet, with both saying in unison saying, what is that? Asta saying, my ride. But Magna just laughs. Asta just taps the tablet, and something starts appearing. These blue lines start appearing out of the tablet, and then start forming the Master Cycle. Magna just stops laughing and just sees this, and he's in shock, but also amazed. He says, cool, what is this? You have that on that little box? What magic is this? Asta just says, Asta made the same thing, like excuse as from like keeping the secret of him being the hero and able to get this. So he just uses the excuse of, this is one of my other family heirlooms, but only my family can use this. With Magna saying, what? That's a lie. So Magna gets on the Master Cycle and tries to turn on the engine and tries to use the brakes, make it go, but it doesn't. It fails, pretty much. He says, what? Nah, it must be broken. With Asta telling him, saying, like I told you, this is a family heirloom. Only I and my family can use it. With Magna saying, that's a lie. With us saying, you want to bet? With Magna saying, yeah. It's totally not gonna work. With him just instantly getting off, then starts leaning on the Cyclone. With Asta just gets on instantly and turns on the engine, which is successful. With Magna stating, what? Why is it only for your family and stuff? With Asta saying, well, we don't. What do you think? We don't want our stuff to be stolen, so this is only for us to be used by. With Noelle saying he has a point, with Magna just frustratingly saying, yeah, he does, yeah. And Asta says, hey Noelle, you want to ride? Noelle looking at the bike, and then looking at the Cyclone, and then looking back to the bike, and then back to the Cyclone. She just sighs in defeat and says, yes, please. I would rather ride that than that. With Magna saying, well, you have bad taste because this isn't awesome, but sure, enjoy your ride. With Magna being a bit salty that only Asta is able to use the bike and others can ride it, because Magna wanted to give it a bit of a spin or use the bike, the Master Cycle, pretty much. So pretty much during the ride, Noelle asks Asta, pretty much taps on Asta's shoulder, with Asta saying, yeah, what is it, Noelle? With her saying, why do you have a lot? Why do you have almost always like have the sword with you? You don't need it. With Asta saying, "Oh, you already know it's a family heirloom, right?" With Noel saying, yes. What about it?" With Asta saying, well, this is the last thing I have of my family. Well, one of many things in my family. It's just I can't I can't detach myself from it. And besides, it feels comfortable, and it makes me feel more safe, if you can say. Noel stating, "And what happened to your family?" With Asta instantly giving a flashback of him being just crying on his parents' dead corpses, and instantly starts looking down and just says, "Can we not talk about that?" Well, think like instantly understanding, saying, I'm sorry, I with her just stuttering, and Asta just says, "Please, let's not talk about it." With just Noelle stating, "Yeah, we won't. It's up to you. Yeah, sorry again." Noelle and Asta just says, "It's fine. You didn't know." And then there's like a little moment between Noelle and Asta. Then we instantly go to the village where Asta and Noel and Magna go to the village, and there a lot of people are looking at Asta's vehicle because they never seen it before, and it looks very weird and interesting. So Asta, Noel, and Magna go to the chief to see where the boars are, and instantly they're directed to it. Asta takes the cycle, and Noel goes. They all pretty much go to the direction where it was. They fight the boars, and pretty much Asta while fighting takes out the anti-magic sword, with Noel saying, "Why don't you use the other one?" Asta just says, and Asta was pretty much didn't know what to say, with Magni just backing up saying, he says, I think if I remember correctly, when we were fighting, he said he likes to use it as a last resort, like maybe it's like super powerful or something. Remember, because we feel that type of aura or magic coming from it. With Noel just saying, "Oh, so it's like a powerful magic heirloom or something." Also just smiling nervously saying, yeah." So pretty much they fight the boars and everything. Then something happens where the master sword starts glowing, and then a voice happens saying, "Master, something is happening around your area, and also something is happening to the village. There is people being hurt, Master." With Noel and Magna hearing this, they were freaked out, saying, who is that? Show yourself!" We just looking around frantically, and Asta, looking like he's confused also, just whispered, saying, "What's happening? No, what's happening, Fi?" With Fi saying, there are people attacking the village. You must hurry, Master." With him hearing that the village is being attacked, and they're being hurt, and there are other people hurting the villagers, Asta doesn't think and just grabs both Noel and Magna's arms. With with Noel just saying, "What is wrong?" Like just saying, "What is wrong with you? You have to warn us before you do that." Then they see a fog, and Magna says, "Hey, this fog is made out of magic." Instantly, Asta pulls out the anti-magic sword. Him just swiping it, since it's made out of magic. Instantly, and also Asta remembering the terrain, like pretty much, let's say he remembers the terrain easily. Then he just starts heading towards where the center is, with Magnus saying, "Wait, do you know where you're going?" Asta just says, "Yeah, I remember the terrain easily. That's what I always do. I look around, I look for my surroundings and try to remember where I go." Magnus stating, "Well, aren't you? Huh, weird. But let's not think about that right now. We have to go. People are in danger." With instantly, when they see a hooded man in front of the chief of the village, putting out his hand, and then there's an icicle that gets shot. And Asta seeing this, there's a flashback again of his parents being pierced through with a black-looking tentacle thing going through them, and there was a gaping hole he can see through their bodies. Asta instantly, like, retracts from this and goes to the present, yelling out, "No!" No, pretty much in unison, all three of them yell out, "No!" Then Asta instantly sees, like, a bit of light going for the other villagers, which were in a bit of a small group. Then Ice was gonna shoot out. He sees Ice, like the edges of the ice were gonna be shot at the villagers. So he runs super fast as fast as he can, towards the villagers with the Rivali's wind to give him an extra boost in speed. He barely makes it, and just at the nick of time uses the Rook's protection. And the Rook's protection everyone just sees Asta, him holding the force, a big of a force field for all of them to be protected by this, and they were so happy that someone from the Magic Knights was protecting them. Then, but it shocked both Noel and Magna that he was able to do this sort of magic, but he doesn't have magic, which confuses both of them. But they both thought, saying, "It's not the time right now. We'll ask him later." With then pretty much Magna keeps trying to shoot some of the icicles, but he keeps missing some of them, and some still start hitting the Farouk's protection. That's when they hear a voice saying, "Why are brats like you? Why are children like you messing with our schedule? We're in a bit of a time here. So if you don't mind, let the herd be cold." With Asta being pissed, saying, "Are you thinking these are animals? They're living people." Pretty much the man doesn't answer, just starts laughing. And pretty much that's when there's a bit of a crack that Asta hears he's saying, and people see a crack in the Daruk's protection, and it starts spreading around the shield, and it starts getting it starts spreading and spreading since the ice cap keep hitting and hitting on the Daruk's protection. And he's thinking, "Crap, I'm not able to hold on for this much longer." Noel's seeing this, that she's saying, "I'm so useless. I can't do anything." Which she's also in the shield with Asta. Then a little girl, as the same thing as canon happens, where Noel gets the dragon's den or dragon's lair. It's one of the two. I think it's dragon's den or lair. I don't remember, but I'm just gonna go with dragon's lair. And then Asta sees this. By the time his shield broke, instantly there was like a water shield around everyone. He looks around to see where it came from, and then he sees Noel out her hand as like a water shield was around everyone. And then Asta just looks at her and smiles and giving her a thumbs up. With Noel also smiling, then Asta pretty much goes back and looks at them with saying, "Hey, Noel, how long can you keep this up?" Noel stating, it's a new spell, so I don't think it's for much longer." And no, Asta asking Magna, saying, "Magna, how long can you keep up attacking?" Magna saying, "I'm almost out of MP. I can keep it for a little longer, but not too much. I'm running out. I'm running low pretty easily right now." And Asta says, "Give me a few extra seconds, and give me a few minutes, and it'll be fine." Instantly, the man is pretty, and you see the man with that is the leader, pretty pissed because he sees that these children are stopping them from their schedule from killing the villagers. And then instantly he looks at the clock saying, "We're running out of time. We're behind schedule." Then Asta just slowly walks towards them, pulling out the anti-magic sword and the master sword. Instantly, when he's walking out of the shield, everyone is pretty scared because they feel this aura, this, like, not just bloodlust, but pure anger that they were willing to hurt innocent people. Asta couldn't have that. And he started having flashes of people with higher status like hurting the commoners, other people, but also some people that are commoners hurting even weaker people, saying, "I hate people like this. Damn it. And you're worst of all. You try to kill innocent people, children, even the elderly. That I won't forgive you." The man saying, What are you, huh? I don't sense any mana coming from you. I bet you're just so weak," with one of the mages. Saying that, Asta got a bit more pissed off. One of them just threw an icicle towards him, instantly him breaking it, and at the same time him running like he disappeared instantly. With Asta just hitting the guy that threw the icicle with the flat of the blade, hitting him in the face, putting him to the ground, kind of knocking him out. Everyone says that's impossible. Pretty much they think like that's impossible. He doesn't have any mana. And then how can he go so fast? What? With Asta still walking slowly and menacingly towards the group, some starting to actually be scared, and with one of them yelling out, saying, "Don't fear. He's someone that doesn't have any mana. The only reason why it was just a fluke. He only got him because they got our guard down. So keep your guard up and you'll be fine. He's just someone that doesn't use any mana." Everyone being reassured by this, they took a stance and they kept their guard up. With Asta just looking at the group, like the leader of the group, him just giving him a smirk, with Asta instantly vanishing and going towards the captain, instantly destroying not destroying. Asta instantly shooting out bluish dark beams, destroying what seemed to be the man, but was actually a trap. And Asta instantly looks to his right, where the man was surprised, saying, "How?" Asta saying, I may not have any magic, but I know what you're but I can see through that, see through their tricks. And for some reason, coming out like out of his, like what he said is, I fought people like you, fighting with dirty tricks, which randomly came out for some reason. If you guys don't get it, it's mostly because through the Zelda games there was like people that use magic and also through illusions and traps. So yeah, if I remember correctly. But either way, Asta instantly used the flat of the blade, hitting the guy down onto the ground. Then the others were like, sorry if you guys heard that. That was my dad. Sorry. So we then where were we? Sorry, I forgot. I believe it's when when the other mages saw this, they were actually scared. So they pretty much, and one of them said, quickly, he can't attack all of us at once. With Magna just instantly shooting fireballs at them, him stating, did you forget that we were here too, huh, punks? With Asta just fighting, pretty much hitting them with the flat of the sword. Some of them took a bit more, and then all of them were down, but instantly some of them got back up. A bit hurt, but also able to willingly to get up. But one of them escaped. One of the mages escaped. Asta saying, damn it, one escaped. That might be a problem later, but not now. I have to focus on this. And then instantly, Asta yelled at Magna, Magna, shoot! Remember what you did when we were fighting? Do it again, but more than once. Magna confused, and then there was a bit of a flashback that Magna did like shot a lot of fireballs at Asta, and then reflected at him, and then he just did a bit of a smirk, saying, not bad. Instantly, Magna just shot a lot of fireballs, like really fast. Some hitting some of the mages, which were pushing them back a bit, and a bit of damage, but most of them missed. And one of them says, ha! You missed us! You were a really bad shot, huh? With Magna just smiling, which people can see, and they were confused of what he was doing, why he was smiling. Then instantly, Asta goes in the back, like goes from the behind, and instantly hits the fireballs back at the mages, instantly knocking them out. Then Asta yelled at Magna, saying, Magna, we have to capture them quickly, before they regain consciousness. Magna says, hurry up, okay, I'm coming. They capture the mages and pretty much lean them into, make them sit up. And then when the captain regains his consciousness, saying, what happened? Magna saying, we captured you, that's what. We'll take you back to the capital to be questioned and get some information out of you. With the leader saying, you're getting no information from us. That's when instantly I started coming out of the whole entire group, like from the inside out. With Magna saying, damn it, hey, can you use your anti-magic to like take this out or something? With Asta just thinking in his brain, saying, can I do this? He's serious, hears a voice saying, yeah, I don't think that's something that we can do, little bro. I don't think I can do that, little bro. With him being surprised, but he doesn't show it, saying, Libe? And Libe just says, yep, pretty much, that's me. just giving you a heads up. I'm switching. Me and this robotic girl with the sword can switch places one at a time, but we can show ourselves at the same time in your dreams. But one of our voices switch. But just giving you a bit of a heads up, I cannot. My magic doesn't. Anti-magic doesn't work on destroying something from the inside out. It can only destroy something that's outside. Just giving you a heads up, little bro. With Asta just saying, no, I can't. It looks like the magic was from the inside of his body. I can't do that. It can only work when you use it, or like it affects from the outside of the body, not something that can be inside, like internal. Magda just scoffing, saying, "Damn it!" And he goes back and he instantly remembers the old man. Pretty much all of the villagers start crying around the chief instantly, with Magnus crying and Noel crying too. Everyone just cries and says, "Please don't go, please." And with his grandchild saying, "Please, granddad, please don't go, please. You're the only one I have left, please." Asta just hearing this and remembering instantly a flashback that about his parents gone. He was alone, no one to be there for him to help him. Instantly, Asta says, "Move, I can help." Austin, with Magnus saying, "What can you do? You don't even have any magic." With Asta saying, "I can try. Let me do it." With Magna just moving reluctantly, and Asta, he says, "I'm here to help, but this is gonna hurt a bit because I need to move the ice." The man saying, "Can you heal me?" Sorry, no, not the old man. It's the chief's grandson saying, "You can heal him? How?" With Asta saying, "I'm gonna need a bit of help, but just help me remove the ice quickly." With him just instantly removing the ice, then Asta puts out his hand where the ice was and instantly just says, "Heal." Then a blue aura starts appearing around Asta, and then they see a bit of a ghost, or look a ghost of a something behind Asta, going around, going over and under, then going to the other side of where the chief is, and then putting her hand where the wound and Asta's hand was. Then they see a blue glow happening, and then they see the girl go back and going back from Asta. Everyone is in shock, and then Asta just opens his eyes and moves his hand with the wound gone. Everyone was shocked. Even Magna and Noel just being completely shocked that Asta can do a lot and didn't know how to explain anything. They didn't know what to do. But then they just hear a bit of a groaning coming from the village chief saying, what? Am I dead yet?" With Magna saying, "You're not dead, old man. Come on, just stand up." With him just saying, "I just came back from the dead. Let me rest a bit." With the grandson just jumping onto the village chief and saying, "You're alive! You're alive! Thank you." He was just crying, and then the grandson looks back at Asta saying, "Thank you, thank you," just crying. Asta just patting the kid's head, saying, "No need. I'm a magic knight after all. I protect who needs to be protected." And then that's when the kid started asking, saying, "Hey, may I have a question?" Ostis pretty much said, "Sure, ask away." And the kid asked, Can I be a magic knight? Even though I'm a commoner, I want to be a magic knight." Asta saying, "Of course, I'm a commoner and I don't have any magic." With everyone just being shocked from hearing this, even Magna and Noel both saying, "How? Then how do you do that?" With Asta just saying, "That's a family secret." When they heard the thing about a family, they were now both were interested of hearing about his family, because he doesn't have any magic, yet he was able to heal someone with that what looked healing magic, and also able to do a barrier which looked like magic as well, but he does not contain any magic. They were confused yet amazed. And the kid hearing that he doesn't have any magic, and he asked, "Then how did you heal my granddad?" With Asta saying the same thing, saying, "Family secret." But Asta kept saying, "But still, you can actually make it as a knight. Don't be scared to try. Go ahead, try. And you can do it. I'm a commoner as well. So don't worry. If I made it, you can also. Because if a guy like me that doesn't have any magic was able to become a magic knight, you can as well." With the kid hearing this, was joyed. Then you see a bird going to Asta's head, pecking it with the stone. Asta seeing this, he was able to grab it instantly with the bird just looking around, just pretty surprised looking around, looking for the pebble. Then Asta just holding the pebble, saying, "You can't steal this. This is not yours." With the old man being helped up from one of the villagers, saying, "It's my lucky pebble. You guys can have it as payment, as for saving the village. So, and also as a thank you. The actual thing for free was to help the village slay the boars, not to protect us, but still, take it as my gratitude." So pretty much the same ends the same with then when Asta summons the bike with the same thing as the pad. It didn't come from the pad. It looked like it came from somewhere else. With everyone being looking surprised, saying, "How do you do that?" With Asta just replying, "Family secret." They just instantly everyone just got annoyed by that. Then Noel just rides on the master cycle with Asta, and then Magna being next to Asta, saying, "So, you mind telling us how you actually telling us? Do you mind actually telling us and how you did all that stuff, even though with someone with no mana?" With Asta saying, "It's complicated. Even if I told you, you wouldn't believe me." Magna stating, "Try me." With Asta saying, "First, let's get to the base, then I'll explain." So pretty much, that's where I'm gonna leave it off today. I hope you guys enjoy, and hope you have a great day, and I hope you like the what if. So yeah, have a beautiful day and a beautiful night for wherever you are. Bye.